Okay, this is a love working. It's a Santisima Muerte working. So I have her little statue, the red one, and I always bring the red one forward on the altar. If I'm working the dark side of Santisima Muerte, the black robe, I will bring the black robe forward. But because this working is the red robe, I will be bringing all my red statues to the forefront of the altar. Just to let you know. Okay, so this is a pomegranate. Now I've done a spell like this. It's been a while ago, maybe a year ago, maybe one or two of these spells. I've hollowed it out. Now she likes this, so the lady in question, she wants to connect with a male. They go to college together, kind of thing, and we want his attention. So I have offered Santisima Morte this pomegranate in return for her help, her services. Services, her assistance, her grace, should I say, not services. So I have put a few powders and bits and pieces in there. I've got some rose petals, some cinnamon, some sugar, and there's a few oils in there too. What I'm going to do is put some honey in between their photographs. I already put some oils on the photographs, but I need to be careful because there's names involved here. So what you do is you just put some honey down the center. I'm going to have to go down here, sorry. Like so, and close it up like a little sandwich. Close them tight like that. And then what you do is fold towards you. Now I've used Look Me Over oil, and I've used Come To Me Boy and Love Me. So what I'm going to do, and Convince oil as well. You don't need that. That's just something that I have. You don't need that. So I'm going to bind it in some red ribbon, always pulling the ribbon towards me. I'm going to tie it in a little bow. Okay. Like I said, I was going to use dolls, but the pomegranate, it's just not big enough. So Irish pomegranates are very small. So it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's to do with the intent and the offer. The offering is the bonus, you know. The offering is to catch her attention, if that makes sense. So it looks like that. And I'm going to place that inside this. I probably need to fold it forward again. I'm just going to push it in. Okay. Like that. Right. Now I'm going to load it up with a few more bits and pieces. Because we want everything to run smoothly with regards to the two people, I'm putting in some paste powder. We don't want any friction. I'll do a separate video on how to make paste powder if you're interested. Follow Me Boy powder. It's just a matter of getting the time together, and I can make up these videos. There's no problem there. A little bit of chamomile just to make sure that everyone is nice and calm. Okay, let's see. Get some heat, sexual interest. I'm putting in some little bits of cinnamon stick. Okay. She does work really well, especially for love issues. She's a great, love spirit. She's more than just a spirit, in my opinions, but I really, really think she works exceptionally well for love issues. Stay with me. Let's see. I have more oils. This is like a love oil, Love Me. I make the majority of my oils, but if you can't, if you don't have the time to make your own oils, go to your nearest Botanica. I'm sure there's even online Botanicas. But what I would do if you're buying something online is basically to make the oil your own. Do a little blessing on the oil, because sometimes I find that when you buy something online, it's very synthetic. There's no herbs in it. If that makes sense. My own oils, this one's coming to the end of the bottle, but as you can see, I like to leave the herbs in there. Whereas I can't really see, I don't have actually any that's bought. I rarely buy things that are, made in shops, because I just don't think they contain the essence. But everyone's different. I always say everyone's different. Some ginger, and this is again to catch his attention, to get him to basically look the lady over. She is a very attractive lady. I don't think that's the problem, but we'll see. What's this? Don't need that. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of this. It's a bit of wall of fire, just to keep them secure and safe. I also have a little bit of control oil. I did dust his picture with it. Well, not dust it. I dabbed 5 little spots on it. So the intent is to control him. Okay, and this is dirt from around a church. Not graveyard dirt, it's church dirt from around the entrance of the church. Okay. Now, I'm just going to top this off with a few little bits and pieces. You could put some more sugar in that, actually. I have this strange habit of mixing sugar and rose petals together, which is a bit bizarre. I can understand that, but each to their own. Okay. And what I do is I use these little tiny candles. They're floating candles, and I burn one of those each night. I actually have some hearts, which are probably best. One moment, I think I'm going to have to look for them. Okay, so I have little tea lights. They look like that. They're actually floating candles, I think. I sometimes use them in the what you would call it. Excuse me, I can only talk. Little lamps that I make for love. Actually, I'm due to make another one of those videos, so that might be interesting. So I'm just going to place that inside. I was going to put a little bit of red wine, but I don't think I will, because it's going to make a mess of this. So no red wine. But I will give the wine. I have a glass of wine sitting here. To Holy Death for another offering. So there we go. That's it done. I'll show you actually what that looks like up close. One moment. Oh, just one moment. Okay, so I'm just lighting up the little candles. So I've chose a variety of colors, because now these will burn for one night. Sorry, for a few. They won't burn for long. Basically, these little candles. I've chose different colors because I know you can't really see, but different colors for different reasons. So I've got the red there for passion. I have the blue for the calming, healing effect, because we want their relationship to sort of heal and, go on to the next level. I've got a color for a road opening. It's like a yellowy orange. And then I have the purple, which is the dominance. So I've got the dominance one, which is purple, the red, which is romance, sexuality, blue for healing, and then the road opening one. So I'll be burning these each night. I'll burn these candles right down, do the same thing, and we'll see how this goes. We'll give it a few nights. So I'm going to pop this on Holy Death's altar, and she will consume this, if you know what I mean. And once it starts to spoil, I will put it out into nature. I have a certain area where I let these spells rest, and everything will, we'll take it from there. I'll actually do a spell. There's a spell coming up, that I'm going to do involving. I won't tell you. I'll wait till the time is right and I'll put it up. But I have a lot of different kinds of spells on the way, so if anyone's interested, excuse the glare. I have a short reading for the client, so I'm going to put this on the altar. Just give me one moment. Okay, I'm looking at a couple of cards here for you. Just bear in mind that things will take time. I know that a lot of folks, they think that even if they give a spell a couple of months, that's adequate time. But you have to understand, and I'm not just talking directly to you, the client, I'm talking to everyone. I preach this all the time. You have to understand that when you do a spell involving someone's free will, it does take time, because everyone is entitled to free will, and free will, yes, we can bend it, we can twist it and manipulate it, but at the end of the day, it takes a bit of time. And people have varying degrees of defenses. So someone with a very, very, very high defense system, they're harder to break down, if that makes sense. A lot of people think that a magic spell is just something that you do once, you put out there, and voila, you have results. Sometimes it can take a few times, and I'm not just saying this for fees, because at the end of the day, that's not what I'm about at all. Otherwise, I would charge a lot more money. Not at all. I'm just being very honest, because there's too many people out there, and they're saying that it takes so long to bring results in. Anyone. I mean, actually, I have to say, because I'm getting quite upset and tired with the amount of emails. When people come to me, I give them, an outlook as to it could take between weeks, months, it could be days, but I do be honest, and I say I rarely see it happen in days, weeks, months, or it may not be for you at all. And people don't like that, and they'll go to the person who says that they can get magic results in 21 days, or 24 hours, whatever. And it upsets me when people come to me and they've been told this and they've been scammed out of, I don't mean hundreds, I mean thousands and thousands of pounds, dollars, whatever. So it's just for me to, warn you to be very careful as to who you give your money to. I'm not saying come to me, but just make sure that you really do trust whoever it is. Because a lot of people are coming to me and they've said that they've been scammed out of so much money, and I have every little bit of sympathy for you, but I have to also say that it's not my fault that you were scammed. And a lot of folks, they think that they can come to me and I'll discount it for them because they were scammed by someone else. That's not the way, because I still have to use my materials, my candles, my time, which is valuable. At the end of the day, it's time away from, my partner, my pets, my family. So, I just want to let you know. But also, but the main thing is to be careful with people. I may take a while to get your work done and stuff. It's only because I want to put my whole heart and soul into it. I want to do as much as I can to help you. And that takes a while. A lot of people come to me the following day, even though I say it takes a while for me to upload videos. They come to me the following day asking for the video. And it does take time. I need to emphasize that. But you will definitely get your video. But videos are now on request, and it's something that me and you and I will have to arrange prior. If you want a video, I would be providing photographs of spell work, but if you want a video, unfortunately I have to charge, because it's too tiring for me to do videos for every single person. And not, it just can't be, because of the channel, like I keep saying, pardon me, the channel has to grow, the channel has to take different turns and stuff, and I have to move away from honey jars, etc. But anyway, I'm digressing big time there. So it's just to let you know, be very careful. And also, if you see people advertising on my channel and they leave a WhatsApp number or something along those lines, and this person has helped me, phone this number, don't do it. Tell me and I will delete it, because I am always monitoring that situation. Because These people are total scammers, and they will take you for every penny you've got. So please, please, please don't respond to those ads. I see them a lot, and luckily enough, majority of them are caught in my YouTube system. But some of them do slip through, so don't respond to those ads because it's fraudulent. Anyway, so we're getting back to the client. This card, the tree, that's all about settling down. So that's very important to you, to be with someone, on a steady sort of basis. I think he needs to make a decision, or there's a decision at the minute that's preying on him and it's causing him a lot of stress. So I think that might be the reason why things could be a bit rocky in his life, because the tower and the pathways, that suggests a decision that he's struggling with. But over here, I've got the rider and the ring. So that's news coming your way. And the ring, when I see the ring, especially in a love reading, that can mean taking your relationship to the next stage. It could also mean like a contract or something along those lines. I don't think so. It could do with, it can be communication to do with contracts, jobs. So, maybe you'll hear news that he'll be getting a different job or something along those lines. But I'm thinking, because this is love related, that it may be communication to do with your relationship or getting your relationship off the ground. I did look at these. These are oracle cards, and they do get straight to the point. So it's telling me you're feeling a bit vulnerable. That could actually be him, or it could be you, or it could be both of you. I've got the fair-haired woman. Then I've got Storm. So I do think there's a bit of an inner struggle, or else you're stressed out a bit, or both, again, But we've got the Lovers, so that's good. Generosity, followed by happiness. So not at all bad. I just think there's going to be a bit of an upheaval, but I think this upheaval will be for the best, if that makes sense. Let's have just a quick look at these. Let me see. I might put that one out. Okay. So yeah, you're the woman, the key. So yeah, I think he likes you more than you actually know. But I think there's issues in it with regards to finance or a job situation in his life that's stressing him. And then I've got the heart sitting beside the house. So it could be an issue with regards to schooling, or a legal issue, or something along those lines. Yeah. But I think this decision is hard for him. I think you might think he doesn't care, but I think he does care. I think he cares a lot, actually. But like I said, it's always important to not, to not always contact him. A lot of clients, I keep preaching that as well to clients, to sort of keep your distance. Always keep the distance, because whenever you contact someone too much, they will get tired of it, and they will just cut the cord. So please, 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 I know you don't want to lose him, but I think you still need to keep that distance, because he will start to wonder about you and think about you. So, it's important to keep that distance. Yeah, the odd message maybe now and again, but I think you really need to keep your distance and let him start wondering and thinking about you. Other than that, I actually think things look good. But I think once he gets past this issue, to me, it's just like a struggle with regards to something. That building can point towards anything that's legal. be it a school, a court, a police station, and I don't think it's anything along the lines of courts or police stations. So I'm thinking along the lines of school or a work environment, and I think that's on his mind. But once that's resolved, I think you and him will connect, to be honest. So just give it some time. I'm always here if you need to talk to me. Pleasure to do work with, to do work for you. I do hope you meditate a little bit. If you don't, I'm not sure if I mentioned to you about doing little meditations. If you want any more information about that, do come back to me and I can help you. And other than that, it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com, and I'll say good night.